think everybody's very disappointed with our performance this year.
The 4, and it doesn't appear as though they can make it back in. Okay, your selection. Now let's have a look at the Williamstown side, Eddie.
Well, Phil, just going on what you've just said, Williamstown injured, so their lineup is as selected.
Wheeler, and also Peter Fitzpatrick to come across and toss the coin. Don't forget that the best player award today will be the...
So Williamstown have won the toss and are going to kick towards the city end of the ground.
They move in, and the first knockout secured by Howell. Howell gets it down, taken away here by Wheeler. Wheeler gets it up towards their half-forward line for Williamstown. It was Said who came into it, but going downfield now is Owen. Owen sends it right up towards centre forward, and it'll beat the Sandringham player Eves over the line for 1 behind. So that was scored 20 seconds after the commencement of play. Sandringham first to score. So the kickoff comes out towards the half-back line. Big fellow in Round coming in, and Barry Round takes the mark, gets the hand pass out to Wheeler. Wheeler now attacking up towards the centre forward zone, and the mark has been taken in defence by Henderson. Now Said it is who takes it around the boundary line. Said towards the wing, and moving in here is Wall. Wall takes the mark for Sandy. Wall up towards the half-forward line. Fitzpatrick, their captain, coming across, closely followed by Pastor. Comes in now with his kick further afield, and there's Little Cracker moving in front of the pack to take the mark. He's got a hand pass back to his skipper Fitzpatrick immediately up towards the forward zone. Going up there was Bennett, a little bit slow in moving in towards the ball, and it's into the ground. Up they fly for it. Kershaw reaching up over the top. It went down in the direction of Fitzpatrick. He couldn't get it. 1 behind. Reaching up over the top was Stevenson. Howell rather of Sandringham, comes down towards Bergman. Bergman shoots up towards the goals, and there's the equaliser, 1 behind. Comes out here towards the boundary line, and there's Fitzpatrick getting in front to try and trap the ball, but it's forced over the line. He's been given a free by the look of it. It wasn't touched on the kick out, obviously, so there it goes up towards the centre half-forward position. Going up for it was Moncrief. He failed to take the mark. Coming in here is McTaggart. McTaggart now gets a pass to Wheeler. Wheeler up towards the half-forward line. The bounce beats Pratt. Pratt can't get in there with Sleverson taking it away. Sleverson in towards Fotheringham. Fotheringham shoots for goal, and he's put it through for 4 points. So that takes Williamstown on to 1-1. Sandringham 1 behind. Players having a little bit of difficulty handling the ball there, Gary.
Yes, well, I thought that was quite a good passage of play by Williamstown, and Terry Wheeler is
right throughout the afternoon. The big fellow Kershaw, he misses the knockout, and it comes away from Howell. Howell gets it into the middle of the pack, goes through into the hands of the Williamstown player Wheeler. Wheeler up towards the centre forward zone. It's Gibson now trying to get the ball, being grabbed. It will be a ball up. And with his kick towards the wing on the outer side of the ground, the 2 number 9s going for it. Wall comes in to take the mark from McTaggart. So Wall now from under the scoreboard on the Beach Road side of the ground plays the ball in towards the centre, off the hands of the pack. The opportunity for Murphy of Williamstown. Murphy gets a hand pass. Oh, he's looking across here for Owen. Failed to get to Owen, but Owen eventually got the ball. Comes out to Sate. Sate now up towards the centre half-forward zone, and will pay the mark there. That's Said taking the mark, playing well in defence for Sandy. He gets the hand pass across, and taking it away will be Pratt. Pratt now with a kick out towards the wing on the...
Throw in on the outer side. Brown gets the tap. Going in is Pratt. Picks it up well, gets the handball over to Cracker. Now Cracker can have a run. He taps the ball on the ground and kicks long with the right foot. Kick up towards Moncrief. Punched away from behind. Coming through well there is Johnson. Johnson gets the handball working out towards Christensen. Christensen runs in from 45 metres out and puts it right through for full points. Knockout. Kershaw over the top of the ball. Gets it out to Sate, who's tackled heavily by Christensen, and Christensen will take the free kick. Darren Christensen, the Sandringham centre player, normally a good kick of the ball, gets the lead up forward, kicks wide out towards Bergman. Wheeler from behind gets a tap. Coming in now is Pratt. He picks up, has time to steady, looks for the lead in Moncrief. Coming forward, it's up high. The mark taken there by Bennett, and Bennett will line up from 40 metres out on a slight angle. John Bennett, the former St Kilda player, comes in. The drop punt on its way, swinging right through now, and that's full points to Bennett. Ball on the half forward line there for Williamstown, but it's cleared again by Pratt. Picked up there by Murphy. He fumbles, tries to get the handball working out towards Owen there. Finally comes out to Wheeler. Wheeler with the long kick forward up towards Fotheringham, up at full forward, off the hands of the pack. Going in there was Pastore. He can't pick it up. Finally comes out towards Sate. Sate knocks the ball forward, picked up by Wall. Wall tries to burst through, gets the handball working now to Bilby, and Bilby with the long kick out towards the wing position, out towards his captain Fitzpatrick. He can't take the mark. Play on, says the umpire. Coming in is Pastore again. He twists and turns onto the left foot. The kick is a shocker up towards Round. Coming through hard there was Wall. He's pushed in the back. The umpire calls play on. Round gets the ball out of the ruck, gets the handball working out there towards Sleverson. Sleverson with the long kick forward. It's through for a goal. It's a great goal there to Sleverson, and scores are now level. Forward coming through there is Christensen on top of the ball. He was pushed in the back. Play on, says the umpire. Cale misses the ball. Wall dives on top of it, gets pushed in the back. Umpire says holding the man, and Wall gets the free kick. He quickly gets the ball over towards Christensen, who's been a good player so far. His kick's forward. Fitzpatrick can't take the mark. Comes out wide towards Wheeler now, the captain coach of the Williamstown side. He goes in. Fitzpatrick's on top of the pack, but once again the umpire will come in and bound control. Another stack up developed. Howell goes up. Finally comes out to Bennett. Bennett with the high left foot kick out towards the forward pocket. It's over the line.
From the back pocket position, plays it up towards the half-back line. Look at the players waiting under the ball. Umpire getting a free kick out of it. It will go to Sandy, and it'll be taken out here by Bilby. Bilby, the big fellow, gets it up towards the centre forward zone. Up they fly for it. No one successful. Down goes Cracker in front of the umpire, and he gets the free kick. So Cracker, dead set in front, about 25 metres out from goal, kicking towards the southern end. Lines them up. Both sides on 2-1 at the moment, and Cracker now puts the ball on its way, right through the middle. That takes Sandy on to 3-1. Williamstown 2-0 in Sandringham's favour. A big knockout. Comes down to be taken away by Owen. Owen got grabbed, couldn't get through the pack. Coming here is Allen of Sandringham. He can't break away either. Stacks on the Millers. The umpire comes in. And Howell, down it comes. And getting the hand pass in here for Williamstown is Smith. Goes up towards their half-forward line, and it's Smith, again, Sleverson, who comes into it, shoots in the direction of goal, and he's put it out for a free kick. Opportunity now to equal the score. There it goes on its way, and I think he's put it through. An accurate kick, and it puts both sides now on 3 goals. The umpire blowing the whistle, player gone over the mark, and there will be a free kick awarded. Cracker's the player chasing it right across the ground, but Fitzpatrick's the one waiting back here, also Howell. Fitzpatrick will hand it back to Howell. Howell now to Fitzpatrick, who wasn't ready for the pass. Fitzpatrick rather wasn't ready for the pass, and a pick up by Cale, but he puts it straight into the hands of Wall. Wall now in turn puts it into the hands of Eves. Eves gets away with the kick up towards the centre half forward zone. Up they fly for it. No one able to take the mark, and coming out with it is Allen of Sandringham. Shoots for goal, and Allen has put it through. And no one getting the real advantage until eventually Howell got the knockout from the ruck. Down in towards Fitzpatrick in the middle of the pack, who couldn't get away with the ball, and it will be a ball up again. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on. Down it goes, and will be taken away by McTaggart of Williamstown. McTaggart gets it out in the direction of Smith. Smith up towards the half-forward line, and a good mark taken at centre half-forward by Gibson. Andrew Gibson at the true centre half-forward position. If he can get a goal here, it'll even the score again. It's his first kick. As he moves in from centre half forward, on its way, it'll get the distance right through the middle and scores again even. Sandringham 4-1. Knockout from the ruck from Kershaw. Goes down towards Bilby. Bilby gets it off the ground, wide of the centre once again. Being pushed along by the pack, and moving in here is Sleverson of Williamstown. He got it well wide. Comes out towards Fitzpatrick. He gets a pass up towards his teammate in Wall. Wall up towards the left forward pocket position. Allen going after it there.
Howell kicks forward now, looking for Allen. Allen from behind, can't take the mark. Picked up by Moncrief. He can't get it away though. Coming out of defence now for Williamstown is Murphy. Murphy with the long kick forward, looking for Barry Round. Bilby from behind punches it away. Coming through there is Eves. Eves with the handball back towards Brendan Said. Brendan said with good disposal, kicks it out wide, looking for 3 Sandringham players. It's Cracker, but finally picked up there by Bilby. Bilby, with all the time in the world, gets the handball working towards Bergman. Bergman quickly tackled there, gets the handball over to Cracker. He's pushed in the back and over towards Eves. Eves long kick forward, no one home for Sandringham. Off the hands of the pack to Dimartino. Dimartino now after long kick forward. He was flattened after he kicked the ball. A high mark there, almost taken by Eves. The umpire didn't see, he bounces the ball. Comes down towards Eves. Eves with the long kick out towards the wing position. Coming through there was Owen for the Williamstown side. His kick forward towards Cale. Off the hands there came to Bilby. Bilby to Henderson. Henderson over to Christensen. And Christensen will take a bounce and have a run now. He tries to go around his opponent there in McTaggart, but his handball to Henderson dashing down the ground is a good one. Henderson lines up now, kicks long. Bennett ties the mark, pulls in a strong mark, and the umpire's paid it. And that was a great mark taken there by...
Up towards centre field, players able to run the ball, chance for St Kilda. That was McConville. Edmund fumbles. Chance for McConville again. He finally picks the ball up.
Sandringham 5-1-31, lead Williamstown 4-1-25. And we've been playing nearly 19 minutes into this first quarter as Barry Round picks up, gets the handball working over towards Cale. Cale with a further handball over to Gibson. He drops the setter. Henderson dives on the ball and knocks it. He tapped it down. Players dive on again against Round. Grabbed off the hands of the pack there by McTaggart. His snap is a beauty. He's put it through.
There's a hand pass coming back to Jobling again, doing pretty well in this early stage of the match. Going up was Carroll, back to Wow Jones, tapped it on. There's a go now for Barker, and the Saint skipper goes long, looking for Lockett. Ball punched out by Carter, going after is Burns. Burns gets a hand pass to Kill, but he's well smothered by Browning. Back it comes down to Toohey, right on the 50-metre defence line to centre field. Breaks clear with a fine dash. Going up is Capper, and he goes down as quick as he went up in the air that time. The ball comes back here now towards Tomei, picked up by Williams. A beautiful hand pass to Healy. This could be a goal. And
now gets his kick up towards the half-forward line. Fitzpatrick didn't go up in the air, decided not to, but it's kicked away downfield here by Johnson of Sandringham. Coming in defence is Sleverson. Sleverson around the wing position, outer side of the ground, and it's Smith who gets into position. Plays it up towards the centre.
Williamstown box, it appears that Robert's got a broken nose. Is that correct, Bruce? You're the assistant coach?
Yeah, you've got a whack in the nose, you know.
We asked the umpire at quarter time why he didn't pay a free kick. Back to the commentary team.
All right, back we go with the play here, Tony, and the mark has been taken for Sandringham by Eves. Eves now short of centre half back, plays it in towards the centre of the ground. Fitzpatrick under it, punched away from him, comes down the direction of Murphy. Murphy has a paddock to play in here, gets a hand pass across to Rickman, who's on the ground as an interchange. Rickman lines them up, puts the ball on its way, and I would say it's full points on the board again to apply, because we have Williamstown on 6-1, Sandringham. And it'll be the big fellow Kershaw, tried to take it away with both hands, couldn't break clear. There was a pull around the neck to Allen, but the umpire allowed the play to continue. Comes out in the direction of Knight of Williamstown. He went down to the ground, forward pocket position, close to the boundary line. Bilby tried to instant at the present time. They weren't able to get away with it. The little fellow Cale comes into it and trying to gain possession of the ball, eventually shoves it over the line. Out into the hands of McTaggart. McTaggart now towards the centre forward zone. A bad miss there, and Sate screws it, or is it Knight? Knight screws it back over his head one. Here's the kick off, and it'll be Cracker waiting for the crumbs here. Ball didn't quite come his way, but it goes towards Pratt. Pratt gets the pass, and it goes to Christensen. Christensen now. I trapped the ball. There's Wheeler taking the run and set themselves. Tapped down. There's Sate moving in. Sate gets a hand pass out towards Rickman. Rickman skies it up towards the flank. No one able to take the mark. Cale moves in. Snap shoots for goal. Umpire coming down, blowing the whistle. He comes out a little, puts it on its way, but I think it might be the minor score. Yes, one behind, which takes Williamstown onto 6 goals.
Wide towards the outer side of the ground, looking for Johnson. Into the back of him there was Murphy. Finally comes down towards Wheeler. Wheeler with the right foot kick up towards the forward pocket. Johnson leads the race for the ball. Christensen grabs the ball from the ruck tap out. He was pushed in the back and was content to leave the ball go over the line. Bealby with the tap, comes down towards Sate. Sate with the quick kick forward, looking for Gibson. It's punched over the line once more, and Brown uses his body. Bealby gets the tap though, comes down to Christensen. Christensen straight away onto Bonnie. Bonnie with the left foot kick around the wing position, but it's marked there by McTaggart. McTaggart straight away to Sate and back to McTaggart again. He kicks forward and it's marked there by Gibson. Ball on its way, straight through the centre, and that's his second goal.
For the Swans.
And 2 to Bennett, 1 each to Christensen, Cracker and Allen.
And Williamstown into it. He couldn't get the knockout. Comes down here to be taken away by Wall. He gets it across to Cracker. Cracker in towards the centre of the ground, and Fitzpatrick takes the mark. Fitzpatrick now for the Zebras, up towards the half-forward line. Bennett is leading out in the race for the ball. Right behind him is Ether. And eventually Bennett gains possession, shoots it across here, looking for his teammate in Moncrief. He couldn't get in there. And eventually moving away is Smith with it in defence. Smith up towards the wing on the outer side of the ground. Knight came into it. He failed to take it. Bonnie has possession. He sends it up towards the half-forward line, and it's Christensen who gains possession now. Under pressure, Christensen kicks it across towards centre half-forward. Bennett tried to get his hands down to it, couldn't get away, as we have Wheeler now picking it up. He goes to the hand pass across to McTaggart. McTaggart from the centre of the ground towards centre half-forward, and the mark has been taken by Gibson, well within scoring range. Gibson, though, has elected to go for the short pass. He had Barry Round standing down there on the edge of the goal square. He elects to play on. The umpire's going to call him back. Bill? Right. Eddie, you saw it.
Yes, as the ball was kicked up to Barry Round, his teammate shepherded Bilby out of the way, so the umpire gave...
Sandringham 5-1-31. And it was the big fellow Round who got the knockout from the ruck position, bounces back in the direction of Rickman. Rickman now shoots it across towards centre half forward. Coming in on the ball was Wall. He couldn't get away with it. A pick up by Sate. Sate goes for the hand pass to Round. Round lines them up. Left foots it, but offline. Taking place towards the half-back line. Fitzpatrick is the recipient. And Fitzpatrick from the half-back line to the wing on the outer side of the ground. Throwing himself at the ball was Bonnie to take the mark. Bonnie now races away. Goes for the hand pass. Gets it across here in the direction of Wall. Wall now with his kick up towards the half-forward line. Christensen is the player coming into it with Wheeler on the mark. So Christensen of Sandy. Not a good kick from Christensen. Drops it a bit short. That's Bennett coming into it. Bennett balked and then kicked it high in the air. Moncrief waiting under it. Moncrief got one hand to it, but a pick up by Bergman, who tries a snapshot for goal. Has the kick smothered. Players pushing it along as coming into it here was Johnson of Sandringham. Couldn't break away. And the umpire has got the free. And Christensen now lining them up. Sandy need a goal here if he can get it. Goal umpire moves right across, indicates there is a goal. So Sandringham go to...
Stop Wow Jones too.